Carter is our Claymont Life kid today.
Hey!
Because all these fifth graders have all these leadership positions around the building.
I love it. You're so good at this too. So Carter did the talent show. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
And he was amazing at
because all the fifth graders were in.
Well, and he was like making sure the screen was right.
This camera's different.
It is.
What are those cones lined up for?
This is video capture device.
Okay, you stand here with them, okay?
So that's what it says. So like the camera will work until we plug it in, and then it shuts, like the screen on the camera shuts off. Okay. Okay. Carter, go up to my office, and there's a small. There's a small thing that the phone clicks onto. Right?
Is it like the tablet thing?
It's like the tablet, but it's smaller.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Will you grab that out of my office for me?
It's in your office.
I think it's on that shelf that has the streamers on it, or it's by the football helmets. Oh, it's on one of those two cabinets. Oh, why are we? So what'd you do?
That's it.
Guests at this time to please proceed to the gym and find guests. Please proceed to the gym and find a seat. Thank you.
Just so you guys know, that's live streaming. So if you want to say anything bad about the principal, feel free to. I'm the principal. I'm the principal too. I am, yes.
Okay, I was just showing this kid wheels. Our sixth grade class that started.
You were in here for 1 year then. The very first year.
Half a year because we were.
like central in the hallway.
Good lockers.
Wait, you guys have locker rooms?
Junior high.
Oh.
Because this wasn't finished on time.
Can I sit in this chair?
No, 20 years later.
Hey, Miss Hartman. Hey, that's Miss Killian.
It's always fun. That's not right. My mouth is
Next, we have our kindergarten and first grade, the key to the gym.
Well, this is my second time doing it, so I'm
I
used
know,
to
I
it.
remember you did it. What'd you do it for again?
So,
Yeah. I saw a picture of you doing it. It hasn't started yet.
last time.
We're hoping next week. I mean, it all depends on the weather. Depends on what.
So,
Huh?
my brother said it was canceled.
Unless it rains, then I think, right? You're Callahan's mom, right? I am. And you've been here, right? Yeah, I remember she told me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Did you have anybody that's still? No. No. Yeah. Okay. All right. We do have a student here who her mom had the same teacher. Like, it's wild. I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my retired literally like right after I had Jess.
Yeah.
Year I had them.
Yeah.
So I had Mr. Varga and Mrs. Wheeler.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I don't know them.
I'm doing
Nice.
I did the full time show. So,
Did you really?
yeah, because all the fifth graders were supposed to be doing it on the talent show.
Yeah. Proud of you for doing that. Good job. I used to be the principal here, Mr. Wills. And I'm the one who started Claymont Live many years ago. We're still doing it. Well, Mrs. Weisenbach was in between, so she was first when I took her job after that school. I work with Dr. Bertolotti and I'm good friends. So I'm so proud to see that Claymont Live is still going because
Oh yeah. In here, but with all these bodies coming in, it'll get more. And it's
Yeah, I'm a back row kind of guy, just like in class.
So block it and then find a chair for them to sit in.
Up, everybody. Anyone that went, I found out today that sometime in the 70s we became the Shorthorns. And so anyone that was before that time, one of the things we do whenever we want to all come together is just put our shorthorns up. So we make a shorthorn. It's a lot like a longhorn. And that's how we all know. So, shorthorn up. Teachers, there are some extra seats up here if you want to come and have a seat. Feel free. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the celebration of the 60th year at Claymont Elementary. I'm Nathan Birch, the principal at Claymont. I want to thank all of our guests that are here today. Thank you to the former students and staff and parents of former students that are here joining us to celebrate. I want to thank Dr. Marty for being here today, our Parkway Superintendent. So one of the traditions that we have at Claymont whenever we have an assembly is we do a roll call. Normally we make everybody dance, but we decided not to make everybody dance today, but we thought it would be interesting to see where the different decades that are represented here today. So whenever I say your decade, if you were a staff member, a parent of a student during that decade, if you could please just stand up so we can see what that looks like. So the first one is going to be the 2020s. So kids, that's all of you, okay? So 2020s, if you were a parent, a staff, or a student during the 2020s, let's go ahead and stand up. That should be all of our short marks. Have a seat. Now, if you were a student, staff, or parent during the 2010 to 2019, stand up. That'll be our 4th and 5th graders, and then any other staff. Give them a big round of applause. If you were a student, staff, or parent during the 2000s, so 2000 to 2009, if you could stand up. All right, it's a lot less. All right, next. If you were here as student, staff, or parents during the 1990s, so 1990 to 1999, go ahead and stand up, give them a round of applause. All right, what about during the 1980s, so 1980 to 1989? All right. What about 1970s? 1970 to 1979? Have stories. What about What about the 1960s? So 1963 to 1969. Andy, if you were here the year the school opened in 1963. We have a number of amazing speakers here today to help us share the role that Claymont has played both in their life and also in our community. I would like to first welcome to the stage Parkway Superintendent Dr. Keith Marty to share a few words.
I just have to say I arrived here and the discussion I had just entering the school and then down the hallway with so many of you who are so proud. I'm mainly talking about adults. And those of you in the 60s and 70s, you're so youthful. You're standing up. You're so proud. What a great sign. I felt that way about my elementary school, but I am so proud that you are so attached. Community, the West community as a whole has a lot of pride. So congratulations. I'm so happy a lot of you showed up today. It just shows these young people and shows the rest of us the value of tradition, the value of thinking back, and the value of our early learning. So I want to say thank you for coming, those of you that have some distance from Claymont. It's been a pleasure to meet you and talk to you. I heard some great stories about teachers, about the traditions, the events, just a little time I've been here today. That's kind of marked Claymont every time I've had the pleasure to be here. So that's a wonderful place. I will also say that I just want to mention, for those of you that don't know, we've got great leadership here in my tenure, which is now 13 years. Nathan Birch, Dr. Birch is the Missouri Elementary Principal of the Year. I don't know if you all know. Was led by Dr. Aaron Will, who's in the audience today. Aaron, raise your hand. Yeah, went on to be the principal in Sorrento and is retiring this year. This is his final year in Parkway. But he too is a West and he's very attractive. I had the pleasure on my first years at Parkway to be paraded around outside in some kind of contraption that Dr. Roll came up with. I think he was trying to kill me as we were taking around the parking area. I just want to say to these young people, and I hope you get a sense, those of you who are still students here at Claymont, how important it is to value your education. Claymont, as you saw the adults in the room who were here many years ago value their education and now see how important it is that they have this great tradition. So while we're winding down the school year, fifth graders are going to be moving on, but all you other students as well, take pride in your school like our examples that were in the room today. This is a great school. It's got great tradition. It's got wonderful educators. And that's another thing that's marked Claymont. So be proud of this school. Be proud when you leave, and be proud to always come back and make. Turning 60, which I already have done in my life. When you think about a person turning 60, you think about the experiences somebody in their 60s have had. So Claymont, if it was a person, has experienced a lot of events. It had a lot of things to overcome. There were challenges along the way. And that marks a person's life as well. As we grow older, we have had a lot of experiences. We maybe had some trials and tribulations. We can look back with pride that we survived and did really good things. So It's my pleasure to wish this building a happy birthday, many, many more. And again, for you students and staff that are going to carry on tradition, please be proud of a wonderful community that's got great support, and carry on, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Marty, for joining us today. So there are many things at Claymont that we value. Fabric of who we are as a school. Strong academic expectations, our Claymont core values, and a strong sense of community are the foundations of what make Claymont what it is. Claymont also has a strong history of supporting the arts. I hope many of you guys were able to enjoy our honors orchestra performing before here. I want to thank them and Miss Branch for who were directing them. Let's give them a big round of applause. They had worked really hard. Originally the plan was our assembly would be outside and they would perform outside, but because we thought there might be rain, we moved it in. So they improvised and they did an amazing job. So thank you guys. Teachers at Claymont, our teachers and staff at Claymont create the cornerstone of who we are. The role they play in a student's life is immeasurable. And at Claymont, we have been lucky to have some of the most talented and exceptional teachers and staff. Here today to share what Claymont has meant to her is our 2023-2024 Claymont Teacher of the Year, Miss Tara Sullivan.
Tara Sullivan, I'm finishing up my chalkboards in every classroom, which were all replaced by whiteboards and expo markers. There was a computer lab each class used once a week, while now there is a Chromebook for every student. When I needed to show a movie for educational purposes, with a TV and a VCR into my classroom. Now we stream videos on our smartboards, services like YouTube. There was no front office or entrance that we use today. There were games where there is currently a soccer field. 20 years is not that long. It doesn't feel like it to me at least, but when I think about all these changes that I just listed, in fact, in 20 years, I've worked with 5 principals, seen many teachers come and go to other schools, or move on to new positions or retire. When I started all of these changes remind me that time has passed, and I've had here at Claymont. Now I love walking by the mural on the wall by the cafeteria many times each day. My students look at the faces and read the names of former students and teachers. Since the 1990s, and over the artists have been designing murals of our Claymont core values, which will be a part of our school for years to come. Congratulations, Ellie Hong, on this year's mural. Just imagine the future students seeing the mark current students are making on our school because of those murals. And imagine that Claymont's 80th birthday celebration. One of these young teachers will be here where I am standing today, giving a speech explaining to students that holograms of past presidents were not shown in social studies in 2024. Even though Claymont looks different now than when I began my career, some things have stayed the same. This community and the department. That's why we love this school so much, and many students get what you give, and you all give your all. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this community. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. And thank you to all the current and former Claymont teachers and staff that have made this day possible and the success of Claymont what it is right now. So thank you. But just I'll give all former and current teachers a big round of applause. The reason why Claymont exists is our students. They are our purpose and oftentimes our inspiration. I am pleased today to welcome to the stage a student representative from each grade level to share why Claymont is special to them.
Hi, I'm in 5th grade. It is a place where everyone can be recognized and where kindness, responsibility, perseverance, and empathy are always followed. Exceeding expectations is always the goal, and the sky is the limit.
My name is Mikey, and I'm in 4th grade. Claymont is a special place because there are teachers who care about students, help us, and guide us to do what is right. What I love about Claymont is that we care about our core values and show them every day. Hi, my name is I love Claymont. Orange are nice and just Claymont is a special place because so for each other. A special place to come and learn.
Let's give all of our students a big round of applause. So this draws us towards the end of our program. I want to thank all of the speakers for being here, all the speakers and guests for making today such a special event. I hope everyone enjoyed the opportunity to walk around the school, catch up with old friends, and reminisce about your time here at Claymont. I'm often asked what makes Claymont special. And so I that leading up to the day about what I would talk about. And what kept coming back to me was the idea that we stack chairs. And some of you might be thinking that's a really weird thing to think about when you think about Claymont. But at Claymont, we have a tradition. And anyone that's been to a musical performance here at Claymont knows that we have a tradition that once the performance is done, oftentimes without having to say anything, all of our parents, staff, loved ones stand up, pick up their chair, walk it over to the wall, and stack it. That is that's small. It makes it seem like a very small act, right? The act of taking a chair over to the wall. But it makes a big difference to other people. That small act, say it's a custodian or a music teacher or principal, an hour of stacking chairs. To me, at Claymont, we can accomplish amazing things. We can do hard things. because our community stacks chairs. Because we care about each other. Because we work to we help support each other, to lend a hand, to care for one another. At Claymont, we understand that the work we do cannot be done alone, and takes all of us as a community to ensure our Shorthorns have the success they deserve. So to all our past Shorthorns and our current Shorthorns, thank you for being the type of people who stack chairs. Thank you for being the type of people who care for one another. And thank you for making Claymont a special place for so many people. In a second, we're going to transition to our parade around the subdivision. But before we do that, if any staff who helped with the planning, the setup, anything with the 60th year could please stand up, because it really took a whole lot of people to make this happen. If you guys could please stand up so we can give them a big round of applause for all that they did. So, they're not in here, but I have to thank the West High Marching Band is here. They're going to help lead our parade out front. What we are going to do, and I also want to thank the Baldwin Police Department, who are helping close off the parade route to make sure our kids stay safe. So I would thank them also for that. Now, this is going to get a little bit tricky, because when we came up with the parade, we were going to be outside, and it was going to be, we're all just going to stand up and go, but we obviously can't do that from here. So we are going to, students and staff, we're going to go to the back lot and kind of get organized into our groups. We're going to start with how we're lined up. We're going to have 5th grade go first, and then 4th grade and 3rd grade. When we get outside, kindergarten is going to be right next to the gates going to the parking lot. So 5th graders, when you get outside, you need to back up a little bit so everyone can fit in. Okay? All of our guests, you are welcome to join us on our parade. You can fold in however you would like. Basically, we're going to leave Claymont, and we're going to keep making right-hand turns so we end up back here. That's the plan anyway. So, at this time, if our 5th graders wanted to stand up and quietly walk out to the back lot,